Last night was an experience. But I don't think you've changed quite as much as some might think. I'd recognize that vigor anywhere. It sounds like the city's trying to get back on its feet already. Normal life is returning. Which means things are about to become decidedly more difficult for you. Perhaps you could wear a mask. Say you're a leper, or have taken religious vows to conceal your face. For a time, perhaps. Deception and concealment has been part of my life for so long. But this is different. This is beyond me. After what this city's been through, people will scarcely tolerate cuttlefish at the fishmonger's stall, never mind a full-blown mind flayer in their midst. Do you know what this means? You deserve to be vaunted, adored. Statues in your image should stand on every square. A whole generation of babies should be named in your honor. But it will not be so. All those people you saved, most of them will never know what you did. But you know. And so do I. I'll never forget. I need to get you out of here. It was difficult enough smuggling you in here covered in cloaks. It'll only get worse as normalcy returns. I think so. Yes. At least for now. You need to take care of yourself. Keep out of danger. Perhaps there is some way, some unfathomable way we can still see each other eventually. Such a thing must exist, surely. So I refuse to call this farewell. Just until next time.
When we joined battle for the last time, I did not want to presume we would survive. I assumed it might cost us our lives in order to save nature's realm. I thought that would be the steepest price that could be asked of us. But I was wrong. You made a choice that would cause most to tremble. You made a sacrifice far greater than merely laying down your life. Your whole future utterly altered. The world is in your debt. And I am in awe of you. I thought that last night would have proven otherwise. I know your true nature. It is still there. It still intoxicates me. But I fear what awaits you will be difficult. There are few places you could go where your new form will not inspire fear, anger, violence. You need to remove yourself from that danger. Go wherever you can find solitude, peace. Nature's realm is vast. It shall provide a place where you can be yourself. Because you are wise. You know the fear and mistrust that can grip people's hearts all too easily. There are cruel limits to who they can accept as their savior. But I know what you did. I shall not forget. And I shall make it my purpose to tell all of what you did for them. I can start to do so almost immediately. The wars of late have left many with nowhere to turn. They need help. Help that this city cannot provide right now. Now is the time for us to take care of each other. Already, at last count, there were 9 whole whack. Perhaps, in time, I can trust them to meet their savior. Perhaps you can come to visit us, and be treated with all the reverence you deserve. That day may be distant, but I shall do everything in my power to hasten it. As do I. Be safe. Seek peace. Let nature guard you and provide for you. And know that there are those who will keep you in their hearts. Always.
Gods. Imps are fuck. Better let these fuckers know I'm back. And this time, I'm not alone.
Since the Netherbrain fell, you and Shadowheart have seen more of Faerun than you ever thought possible. She no longer shies from wolves or water. Nothing in the world frightens her anymore. And you feel you could face anything by her side. One day, you receive a letter passed to you by a stranger who bows with deference. An invitation to a gathering of the friends and allies who stood by your side in the fight against the Absolute. You waste no time in packing and set off on the long road back to where all of your adventures together began.
Thou wert called here, some from above.
Rivers can pluck wine from all over the world, but is there one bottle of fresh blood?
I must be careful to not overindulge tonight, lest I lose control and slip into bear form.
Imperial plane. I've almost forgotten what it's like.
I have missed this place. And these people. Well, some of the people.
I didn't expect to be nervous. But seeing everyone here like this, it's strange, isn't it? I feel like I must have dreamed the last few months. Now I'm waking up back in camp with my hair smelling like wood smoke and fallen leaves stuck to my backside. You're sweet, but don't worry. After all we've been through, this will be a breeze. Just don't leave me alone for too long. So, we should divvy up what we tell people about what we've been doing these past few months. I'd hate to be a bore that comes along and regurgitates the same story to someone moments after you've told them. Any ideas? Well, there's the visit to the House of the Moon, fending off Sharan assassins. That stray imp that joined us. Bing Bong, wasn't it? We've squeezed in a lot. And I'm glad I got to share it all with you. I'm sure we'll have them hanging off our every word. I'll leave you to do some mingling, unless you need anything else. That can be arranged. Almost a shame we're with company. I'd be tempted to let you whisk me away someplace quiet. Why? Are you expecting to be gone for long? All right. I could get lost in those arms. With music in the air and wine flowing, I think I'll manage. Don't get into trouble, but if you must, fetch me first.
So good here!
Well now. You can make yourself presentable when you have a mind to. Your higher form has brought with it some higher manners, then. I'm glad the months have not been wasted. Particularly as I spent them cleaning up the mess we made of the city. Same twisting alleys for purse pickers. Same wooden buildings ready to get burnt by next year's dragon. Same cisterns overflowing. Huh. Baldurians simply get on with it. Stubbornness, civic spirit, plain stupidity. Perhaps all three. But nothing I will sniff at any longer. Harpers have come from half the world over to lend aid. Farmers, masons, healers. My own son, Jord, has been wooed to their ranks. Already he plans crop cycles in Worm's Crossing. Not so for my daughter. Ryan's rejoined the Flaming Fist. Temporarily, you understand. To organize the craftsmen. Though she spends more time locking up comrades for pocketing aid funds. They might learn a thing or two, if they don't expel her. Again. Ah, yes. Forgive me. There wasn't much time to offer hospitality with an elder brain looming over the city. They ask about you, of course. But I keep them a little too busy for stories. There is still much to do. People to house. A Harper network to rebuild. I may have little love for this city. But so long as my family chooses to serve it, I can do no less. The songs of my suffering will break hearts from here to the Hordlands, I am sure. Now, before this night grows any deeper, I must inspect the refreshments. You'll never know. Some ne'er-do-well might have tampered with the wine.
Old friend. For 2 months I trained the Knights of the Comet. For 2 more I skewered, but to see your face, it brings me even more pleasure than taking a Royal Inquisitor's head. It's nice to hear it. It's taken a dozen Gish's talents. Worth it, I'd say. I miss this place. This... We've spilled blood, gained a foothold in the astral, but still we... Zerith Minyaragith. No need to pretend. I know the word means little to you. Shraktalor is the capital of the gift. I'll give... It's fallen to me to secure an alliance. Sometimes. But I don't need the Githzerai to fight for us. Just with us. Minyara Gith is an ascetic. He reached out in good faith. This is it. He is also a near deity. Should the Githzerai join us, should they refuse, I am the comet. I will not rest until I burn my people. But you've heard that refrain before. Zealous, and to you. But don't think you've seen the last of me.
There you are. I was
Revelry
hoping
and
you'd make your way over.
community on the eve of revolution. Magnificent.
Wasn't frightening with my new powers.
It smells so good here! Oh, I could eat a beholder. What's cooking?
Withers has a keen eye for a nice
Cool,
vintage.
fresh air. By the living
Were we
gods, I need it.
scrounging in barrels and crates for supplies when he could source these. God, I remember one
So
evening
you
when
made it!
14 apples,
Now it really is a
some
party.
stale loaf of bread just
Well, look who decided to turn up. I wasn't sure our withered old friend could live up to his promise. But here we are. At least I assume it's you in there. It's a little hard to tell. How have you been since, everything? And I'm sure we're all safer for it. Probably. I've taken a turn as an adventurer and hero. It turns out no one actually cares about murder, as long as you murder the right people. And apparently I'm rather good at it. Let's not get carried away, darling. I'm still me. Perhaps more me than I've ever been. Hardly. Good people don't spend as much time lurking in the dark as I do. You know, it's funny. At first, I thought I was trapped by the shadows, cursed to live in them forever. But in time, I realized that darkness is as much a part of me as my fangs. This is only a curse as long as I refuse to embrace the shadows. So, I decided I would. I decided not to be defined by the choices other people made, by what other people did to me. My past may be done, but my present, my future, they're mine. This is who I am, in all my glory, for better and for worse. That being said, I haven't completely given up on returning to the sun. If the opportunity presented itself, well, I wouldn't say no. But until then, I am happy. We've had quite the journey, you and I. From the moment I first threatened you, I knew you were someone special. Someone to take on the world with. I will miss our time together. But then again, maybe this isn't goodbye. So much as it's, see you later, darling.
All this stimulating conversation leaves you hungry. To speak is not enough. You wish to explore the brain of your friend with your beak. Astarion's sweet brain may be a bit less wrinkled than the rest, but you hunger for its teasing cells. His parietal lobe, which controls his sense of touch, will be an aphrodisiac in your maw. On consuming a brain, you become one with its owner. Every memory blends with yours. What better reunion than this eternal bond? You shall dine well tonight.